Welcome to another episode of the Star Wars Fan-Addict. Grocery shopping in the 1970s. What a more civilized time. Back when the stores were calmer, neatly arranged, and people were far more courteous and decent.
Decency is what your grandmother taught you.
Decency, a novel concept, and one that I truly miss. You didn't go out in public with your hair a mess, unclean, or improperly dressed. I'm looking at you, Walmart.
But a more civilized age. Before the dark times. Before the Empire.
One of the things I enjoyed about shopping as a kid were the promotional items that our everyday staples, like Wonderbread, would have to encourage us to purchase their brand over another. In this case, in 1977, we had the Wonderbread Star Wars cards. Wonderbread had offered collector's cards before in other genres, like sports cards, cartoons, and even crazy cars. This outing was different. This time, Wonderbread beat everyone else to the punch, even Topps. They were the first to offer Star Wars branded collector's cards. 16 cards in total, 1 per loaf of bread. This set I recently reacquired and will now share them with you. They won't win any awards for being pristine, but they are in decent enough condition to still be enjoyed. The first card in our set is everyone's favorite, Luke Skywalker. The photo used looks like it was just after Luke and Obi-Wan discovered the destroyed Sandcrawler.
It looks like the Sand People did this all right. Look, there's gaffy sticks, bantha tracks. It's just, I've never heard of them hitting anything this big before.
While the backs of the cards are a little on the plain side, they do have some decent information about the characters. Card number 2 is the wise old master Obi-Wan Kenobi, played by the late, great Sir Alec Guinness.
Hello there.
Again, the back of the card reveals some nice character information, and also some signs that the prior owners used tape or something to stick it to an album.
Governor Tuck, I should have expected to find you holding Vader's leash. I recognized your foul stench when I was brought on board.
So for me, for my mother, my grandmother, my father, my uncle, and for the common good, I must now kill you and your brother.
Okay, and a little bit of fun at number 3 with Princess Leia, played by the late Carrie Fisher. Again, with some more of the tape residue on the back of this card. Hopefully I'll be able to find something that'll be able to take it off without damaging the card. And our next card is Indiana Jones, played by Jack Ryan. The card is actually in pretty good shape.
It's not the years, it's the mileage.
He had that James L. Jones voice. I am Vader. The Force is strong with you. If you had it much more, hello. Look, I'm Lord Vader, and just pay a bloody attention, all right?
Darth Vader, probably one of the best villains ever written. Card number 6 in the series is Grand Moff Tarkin, played by Hammerhouse classic actor Peter Cushing, famous for his many roles, from Victor Frankenstein, Dr. Van Helsing, and even Sherlock Holmes. It's been said of Cushing that he was one of the nicest actors that you could have ever met on a set. Everyone's favorite protocol droid, C-3PO. Portrayed by actor Anthony Daniels, he and his astromech counterpart always reminded many people of comedy duos of the past, from Laurel and Hardy to Abbott and Costello.
How did we get into this mess? We seem to be made to suffer. It's our lot in life.
R2-D2, what a great character. The best blending of actor Kenny Baker, sound effects, radio-controlled robot, and puppetry. So much was communicated without a single word being spoken. Chewbacca, played by the late Peter William Mayhew. Mayhew portrayed Chewbacca in all of his live-action appearances, from the original Star Wars in 1977 to 2015's The Force Awakens. Mayhew, who passed away in 2016, was once described by fellow actor Mark Hamill as a gentle giant of a man. A Guide to the Star Wars Universe describes Jawas as the meter-tall scavenger race native to Tatooine, are rodent-like beings with offensive odors and jabbering speech. Sometimes mimicked in films like Spaceballs, the Jawas are some of the movie's most memorable characters. Coming in at number 11 are the Sand People, Tusken Raiders. Consulting the Guide to the Star Wars Universe, the Sand People of Tatooine, also called Tusken Raiders, are a nomadic species with violent tendencies. To protect themselves from the harsh desert environment, Sand People wear heavy robes and strips of cloth, breathe masks, and eye protectors. The very aggressive Sand People live in an uneasy peace with Tatooine's moisture farmers. They have been known to attack settlements from time to time, traveling in small tribes atop their banthas. These nomads are experts at desert survival. Their traditional weapon is the Gaddafi stick.
You're awfully tall to be a stormtrooper.
Sorry, sir. It won't happen again, sir.
Unlike regular Imperial soldiers, stormtroopers wear white and black armored spacesuits over black body gloves. They are deployed to neutralize resistance to the New Order and placed aboard Imperial vessels to be used as first strike forces and to make sure lower officers stay true to the Emperor's vision. Totally loyal to the Empire, stormtroopers cannot be bribed, seduced, or blackmailed into betraying their Emperor.
What a piece of junk!
She'll make 0.5 past light speed. She may not look like much, but she's got it where it counts, kid.
The Millennium Falcon is an old, battered, and reconstructed stock light freighter of Corellian design, approximately 27 meters in length. Currently, it serves as the personal transport and means of income of Han Solo and his partner, Chewbacca the Wookiee. Now at card 14, I find the first card of the series that has me scratching my head. The Star Destroyer Sideways. Not sure why they chose that angle, so let's just fix that. There, much better. The Imperial-class Star Destroyer is 1.6 kilometers long and bristles with offensive weaponry. Turbo lasers and ion cannon batteries create wide-range fields of fire around the wedge, and a complement of TIE starfighters are carried within its hangar bays to add even more punch. Defensive shield generators, tractor beam projectors, and sophisticated sensor arrays round out this capital ship's exterior emplacements. Star Destroyers became so iconic and recognizable due to the popularity of Star Wars. So much so, it too saw parody in movies like Spaceballs. In Spaceballs, they took the massive size of the Star Destroyer and took it to a ridiculous level. Talk about an iconic ship. The T-65 X-Wing is a small single-pilot starfighter that measures 12.5 meters from nose to engine block. Those who fly in them sometimes refer to X-Wings as snub fighters. With powerful sublight ion engines, a targeting computer, defensive shields, 4 wing-tipped laser cannons, and a limited supply of proton torpedoes, the X-Wing is fast, highly maneuverable, and extremely well armed. Our last card of the series, number 16, is simply entitled TIE, Vader's Ship. Going back to consult a guide to the Star Wars universe, the TIE Fighter, the main combat starfighter used by the Empire. Fast, maneuverable, and apparently endless in number, TIE Fighters are deployed from bases and capital ships, as they have neither the range nor the capability to travel great distances on their own. As short-range patrol and attack craft, TIEs serve the Imperial fleet very well. Twin ion engines provide the propulsion for these fighters, which are controlled by a single pilot. Armed with 2 laser cannons but lacking any sort of combat shields, TIEs were designed for use as reconnaissance craft, perimeter defense ships, and ship-to-ship combat vehicles. The distinctive hexagonal solar panel wings that jut out from the spherical command pod gather light and convert it into energy that powers the propulsion systems and weapons. In addition to the basic TIE Fighter design, a bent-wing interceptor and a double-pod bomber model are also found in the Imperial service. Darth Vader even had his own custom-built TIE for the occasions when he wanted to engage in ship-to-ship combat with the rest of his forces. This brings us to the end of our video, and I hope you've enjoyed the tour. I think this was a great set of cards brought to us by an unlikely source. Recall that back in the day we couldn't just pop in our special edition Blu-rays and watch the movie over and over. We were still years away from having beta or VHS. Hungry for more Star Wars, we'd have to wait 3 whole years to get Empire. Trading cards and comics allowed fans to satiate that hunger until then, and allowed fans to learn more about their favorite movie universe in a galaxy far, far away. Thank you for watching Star Wars the Fan-Addict. If you enjoyed this video, please subscribe and don't forget to hit that like button. And we'll see you next time.